Mr. Pickwick presents a wonderful new selection of videos that will entertain and enthrall for ages to come. Pinocchio, Jack and the Beanstalk, The Incredible Creatures, wonderful stories of adventure and fantasy. Little Women, classic fairy tales, and the famous five. A whole world of magical tales brought to you by Mr. Pickwick.
Those are beans.
Magic beans, my boy. Can't tell you what they'll do.
Oh, Jack, you're such a dreamer.
I knew that goofy old guy was telling the truth.
Jack follows his dreams, but discovers a dangerous world above the clouds.
Fee-fi-fo-fum! I smell the blood of a little lost one.
Me and my stupid beans.
Join the Little Women as they celebrate the changing seasons.
Nice. Look at all the food that's out here.
Merry Christmas. I remember not long ago there was always this much to eat.
To my dearest wife and children, I wish that I could be there with you. I love and miss you all very much, and I hope the war will soon be over. Your mother needs all your help. Please try and do what you can for her.
Something funny going on around here, and I'm going to find out what it is.
The famous five investigate the secrets of Mystery Moor.
They're old railway lines. Wonder where they're going.
That's a bad place. Don't any of you ever go down there again.
Didn't see anyone in the cab. There must have been someone driving it.
They must be out there somewhere. Get after them.
The chase is on for the famous five.
I warned you not to come down here.
Right, you creatures, listen here. The champ challenges you all to a boxing match. You've got a week to prepare yourselves.
If he sees we're afraid, he might decide to stay. I suggest that we go into training.
Secret Valley is the home for some incredible creatures.
I don't know the first thing about boxing.
And some even more incredible stories.
Trust me to pick a fight with a bunch of fitness fanatics. I could get hurt.
You're the only thing I've had that's like a child. If only you could talk and walk like a real boy, I'd be so happy and proud.
I'm going to give you the gift of life, Pinocchio.
The timeless story of Pinocchio takes him on a magical adventure.
Please tell me how to get to Devil's Mountain.
Huh? But Pinocchio, no one has ever made it back from Devil's Mountain.
Not so fast! I can't keep up with you! Look out!
I think we've caught our prize.
Mr. Pickwick unveils some classic fairy tales, including Puss in Boots, the magical story of the ugly duckling, Rapunzel and the handsome prince.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, so I may climb without a stair.
See how the four musicians fare on their journey to the big city. Can the princess prove she is really royal? And is the emperor really wise to wear his new clothes in public? Magical mysteries, marvelous entertainment from Mr. Pickwick.
Numbers can be fun, so let's start with number one. When I'm on my own, I sing the song of number one. When I say I love you, well, it means there must be two. Cuddle up with me and sing the song of number two. With three balls, I can be a juggler. Up, up, up. Catch, catch, catch. Someone's at the door. It's that funny number four. Come on in and join us in the song of number 4. Add up a little sum, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. It comes as no surprise, now I can count to number 5. 6 cream buns, plenty for a picnic. Yum, yum, yum! 6 cream buns. 7 ships are sailing on the sea. 8 little blackbirds singing up a tree. Someone's feeling fine, it's that happy number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm feeling fine. Numbers can be friends, and there's lots more of them. But I think I'll finish on the song of number 10. I think I've had enough for now, 'cause I can count to 10. You enjoy that? Should we do that again? Numbers can be fun, so let's start with number 1. When I'm on my own, I sing the song of number 1. When I say I love you, well, it means there must be 2. Cuddle up to me and sing the song of number 2. With 3 balls, I can be a juggler. Up, up, up. Catch, catch, catch. Someone's at the door. It's that funny number 4. Come on in and join us in the song of number 4. Sum, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. It comes as no surprise, now I can count to number 5. 6 cream buns, plenty for a picnic. Yum, yum, yum. 6 cream buns. 7 ships go sailing on the sea. 8 little blackbirds singing up a tree. Someone's feeling fine, it's that happy number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm feeling fine. Numbers can be friends, and there's lots more of them. But I think I'll finish with the song of number 10. I think I've had enough for now, 'cause I can count to 10. Now we've got Peter, Ruth and Hayley. That's right, isn't it? Good. Now we're going to have a story. So I'm pleased you all know your names. We're going to have a story, and before we have the story, we've got to pick some numbers. You see, I've got cards here. So I want you to tell me, Ruth, we'll start with Ruth. Ladies first. How many spots on there, Ruth?
2.
2. Shall we see if you're right? Let's have a look. Well, that wasn't a surprise. That was an easy one, wasn't it? Well, I'll count that one. That's 1 on there. I think I'm right. Yes. Peter, can you tell me how many are on there?
3.
3. You're absolutely right. 3. Let's see. 3. Of course, you're right. And Hayley, I think you'll get this one because I have a funny feeling you're the same age as this. How many on there?
5.
5. There we are, my lover. 5. That's great. Have a big badge made out of that. 5. Yes, of course it's 5. And how many on there, Ruth?
4.
4. Oh, I think you're right. There's 4 there. There's 4 on your cube there as well, yes. And that's a green 4, and this is a green 4 as well. And we're back to that. Now, what we're going to do is, before we have the story, because I'm sure you'd like a story, wouldn't you? Yes. Would you like a story too? Yeah, I thought you might. I want you all to pick a card. Now, I'll tell you what we'll do now. We'll get, as Ruth is the youngest, she's only 3 years old, she can pick a card. So if you pick a card, Ruth. Pick a card. Take one card. That's lovely. And you've picked the number 3. So as you've picked number 3, we better think of a story with 3 in it, shall we? 3, 3, 3. What would be a good story? I know. 3 Little Pigs. Would you like that story?
Yeah.
Good. Now then, what we've got in here are indeed 3 little pigs. Can you see that? Yes. And you can see this one's got sticks, this one's got bricks, and that one's got
Sticks.
Straw. That's it, yellow straw. So I'll tell you what we'll do.
It looks like the chimney to me.
Oh, does it? Oh, it looks like a chimney. Yeah. What, the one with bricks? Yeah. Oh, it does as well, if you put it out that way. Look, it is. There's the house and there's the chimney, look. That's good. Well, I'll tell you what. You can have the upside-down chimney because these are finger puppets. What are called finger puppets. If you put your finger in there, Hayley, you see, there we are. So give it a wiggle. That's lovely. You can have the one with sticks, Hayley. Ruth, rather. Oh, there we are. They're very tight-fitting, these, aren't they? There we are. Give it a wiggle. See? Hello. Hello. There you are. And Peter, you can have the one with straw. How about that? Oh, you're all set up. You know what's coming, don't you? There we are. Give it a wiggle. Right, put them all together so I can see if they look all right. And give them a little wiggle. Here we go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right, here we go for the story. 3 Little Pigs. Oh, and it starts the way all good stories start. Once upon a time, there was a mother pig who had 3 little pigs. And one day, their mother said to them, "You are too big to live here any longer. You must go and build houses for yourselves. But be careful that the wolf does not catch you." The wolf, the big bad wolf.
Eat them.
It would do if it caught them, wouldn't it? Yeah, the 3 little pigs...
Breakfast.
Breakfast, dinner and tea, I would have thought. The 3 little pigs set off.
And lunch.
And lunch as well, you're right. Anyway, you listen to the story. The 3 little pigs set off. Soon they met a man who was carrying some straw. "Please, will you give me some straw?" asked the first pig. "I want to build a house." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the first little pig some straw. Then the first little pig built himself a house of straw. The second little pig and the third little pig went along the road. Soon they met a man who was carrying some sticks. "Please, will you give me some sticks?" asked the second little pig. "I want to build a house." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the second little pig some sticks. Then the second little pig built himself a house of sticks. The third little pig walked on along the road by himself. Soon he met a man who was carrying some bricks. "Please, will you give me some bricks?" asked the third little pig. That's the third pig. "I want to build a house." Where's the third pig? Oh, you do the noise as well. That's great. "Yes," said the man, and he gave the third little pig some bricks. Then the third little pig built himself a house of bricks. The next day, the wolf came along the road.
And ate them.
Not yet, he didn't. No. He came to the house of straw. The wolf knocked on the door and said...
If the wolf came along, he would have blown the house away.
Well, maybe he will, but you see, the pig is in his house at the moment. The pig is in his house. So we'll wait and see what... Well, hang a second, because he might do that. We'll ask you to blow in a minute. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me in." No, said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you in." "Then I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed, and he puffed, and he huffed and he puffed. The house of straw fell down, and the wolf ate up the first little pig. The next day, the wolf walked further along the road.
A sandwich.
No, he didn't have any bread, see? No, he didn't have any bread. The next day, the wolf walked further along the road. he came to the house of sticks. The wolf knocked on the door and said, "Little pig, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, and the house of sticks fell down and the wolf ate up the second little pig. The next day the wolf walked further along the road. He came to the house of bricks. When the third pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside his house and shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in."
But that's the pig over there.
Yes, the pig there, yeah. "No, no," said the little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but the house of bricks did not fall down. The wolf was very, very angry, but he pretended not to be. The wolf said, "Little pig, if you will be ready at 6 o'clock in the morning, I will take you to Farmer Smith's field."
Smith's field?
"Yes. He shall find some nice turnips for dinner."
What's turnips?
Turnips, that's like a vegetable. Yes. "Very well," said the little pig, but the third little pig was very clever. He knew that the wolf just wanted to eat him. So the next morning, the third little pig set off for Farmer Smith's field at 5 o'clock. He filled his basket with turnips. Then he hurried home. At 6 o'clock, the wolf knocked on the little pig's door. "Are you ready, little pig?" he said. "Oh, I have been to Farmer Smith's field," said the little pig. "I filled my basket with turnips, and they are now cooking for my dinner." When the wolf heard this, he was very, very, very angry indeed. He said, "Little pig, I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to climb down your chimney to get you." The little pig was very frightened, but he said nothing. He put a big pot of water on the fire to boil. The wolf climbed onto the roof. Then he began to come down the chimney. The little pig took off the lid from the pot. The wolf fell into the pot with a big splash. And that was the end of the wolf. The third little pig was too clever for him. Did you enjoy that? Yeah, I enjoyed that too. How many pigs were there? Do you know, Ruth?
3.
3? Well, Ruth said 3 as well, so you must be right, 3. And...
I was right.
Yes, and which pig's house was made of sticks? Do you remember which one?
This one.
It was yours. So which one was that then? The first, the second, or the third?
Second.
The second pig had his house made out of sticks. And what did the third pig have his house made out of?
Bricks.
Bricks. And you should have got that one because that's your pig, wasn't it? And who had their house made out of straw?
I did.
Yeah, you did? Were you the pig then? Oh, that pig. Of course you're right, yes. Do you know any other stories about 3 animals?
Yes,
Go on.
I do.
Which one?
About the 3 little... About the 2 little...
No, it's 3. 3 we want. Is there one about mice? 3
blind mice.
Yes, do you know that one?
2,
3 blind mice. See how they run. See, how does that one go?
They all run after the farmer's wife. They cut their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see a thing in life? 3 blind mice.
That's wonderful. That was really good, yes. OK, put your masks on, please, now.
This one.
You can't put it on. I'll help you, shall I? There we go. We know a song with the number 3 in it. 3 blind mice. And I've got 3 mice to help me. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. See how they run. Let's see them run. See how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Do you ever see such a thing in your life as 3 blind mice? Now, this is a really good game. I know you're going to enjoy this one, and it's another counting game. I'll tell you what I want you to do. As you can see on the table, there are lots of different things. There are erasers and books, pencil cases, some scissors, rulers, yes, and there's some
But do you
books.
have to race these?
Oh, no, you can't race them because they're not alive, are they? They're erasers. So I'll tell you what I'd like you to do. Ruth, I want you to pick up all the pencil cases for me and put them all together. Can you do that for me? Go on then, off you go. All the pencil cases. Yes, there's one. That's good. That's another pencil case. Yes, you're right there. And is there another pencil case anywhere else? That's it. That's good. So put them in front of you and count them. Count them for me.
3.
Let Ruth count them. How many are there, Ruth?
1, 2, 3.
Yes, there are 3. So we'll take those and we'll put them there in front of you. Now, Peter, I want you to pick up all the pencils. There are 5 pencils. Pick them all up and get them all to collect them all together. There we are. That's really good. Well, you were lucky there. There was 2 together. And how many pencils have you got? Do you want to count them out for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 pencils. OK, do you want to put them on the pencil case? That's lovely. And Hayley, there are some books on the table. Can you collect them all up for me and then tell me how many there are?
3 of them.
Well, hang on. Let's see if Hayley gets it right. Don't you tell her now, will you? Just see if she can do it. That's it. That's terrific.
Who's going to pick up these?
That's great. Now go and stand back in your place. That's terrific. And count out the books for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 books. That's terrific. All right, you put them over here.
After 5.
4 comes before 5. And Peter, can you collect all the erasers for me? All the little ladybird erasers. Can you collect them? And then you tell me how many there are.
4.
Oh, I think there might be one more. That's it. Now, can you count them out on the table for me? Count them on the table.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, that's right. Now, Ruth, can you pick up the rulers for me? Don't help her, Peter. That's lovely. And count them out just down here. Can you count them out?
On top of there. 2.
OK, put them on there. And then, Ruth, you count out the rulers for me. How many rulers are there?
1, 2.
There are 2 rulers. And if, Hayley, you pick up the scissors, how many pairs of scissors are there?
1.
We'll count them out there, then.
1.
All right, that's good. You take them, and go back to your place. Yes, you leave that there. Bring them all the way around. Now count out the scissors. 1, that's right. And all we're left with is 1 little red crayon. That's good, isn't it? So how many crayons are there?
1. None.
None? There's 1 there, I can see it. How many pairs of scissors?
1.
1. How many erasers?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4 erasers. How many rulers?
2. 2.
There are 2 rulers. And how many pencils?
5.
Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many pencil cases?
3.
3. Let's see if we're right there. 1, 2, 3. And how many books?
4.
4. You're right. Is that right, Ruth? You count them for me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was good, wasn't it? Right, now we're going to sort out some colours. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
OK, Ruth, I want you to sort out all of the yellow colours, all of the yellow objects. What's there that's yellow? As quick as you can now. We've got a block. Yes, what else is yellow?
That.
Yes, that truck there is yellow. A yellow lemon we've got. What else is there? A cake, yellow cake, another block. a pen, yellow pen, and a yellow car. That's terrific. And Peter, I want you to sort out all of the green things. You've got a car, and 2 blocks, and a, and a pen. That's terrific. You've got 6 things, Ruth. How many have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. And Hayley, I want you to sort out all of the red objects that are there. Oh, she's got a car and 2 blocks. Oh, she's got a cake, a pen, a big red double-decker bus. I think this is red as well. How many objects have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's red. 7, 8.
8 objects you've got, and I'll have all the blue things, shall I? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue things. So the colours we have are blue, yellow, green, and red. I think Hayley's got the most, yes. All of these things on the table are orange, but one of them is the odd one out. Which one is it? It's that one, is it? I think Hayley's right. She's picked the orange. Why is the orange the odd one out?
Because it's a different shape.
It's a different shape. And what are these then?
Carrots.
They're all carrots. So Hayley, you are absolutely right.
Carrots, 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 carrots.
4 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with sugar on the top. Along came a boy with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and took it away. 3 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with sugar on the top. Along came a boy with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and took it away. That's 2. Oh, we've only got 2 left, look. 2 currant buns in a baker's shop, round and fat with sugar on the top. Along came a boy with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and took it away. Oh, they smell delicious, don't they? We'll eat those in a minute. 1 left, here we go. 1 currant bun in a baker's shop, round and fat with sugar on the top. Along came a boy with a penny one day, bought a currant bun and took it away. 4 currant buns, look at that. Listen, we're going to sing the song about cats. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cats. Right, here we go. I hope you join in with this one. I hope you two do as well. 5 little pussycats playing near the door. 1 ran and hid inside, and then there were 4. 4 little pussycats underneath a tree. 1 heard a dog bark, and then there were 3. 3 little pussycats thinking what to do. 1 saw a little bird, and then there were 2. 2 little pussycats sitting in the sun. 1 ran to catch his tail, and then there was 1. 1 little pussycat looking for some fun. He saw a butterfly, and then there was none. Ended up with none. They all ran away, didn't they? So you've all got 5 buttons each. Can you count them out?
10 buttons each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 5 in a nice line. And Peter, can you count your buttons out, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 buttons. It's wonderful. And Hayley, can you count your buttons out, please? How many is that? 3, 3, 4, 5. That's all right. 5. Now, Ruth has put her buttons in a line, Peter's put his in a big circle, and Hayley's piled all of her buttons up on top of one another. And although they all look very different... Like a tree. Although they all look very different, there are still 5 buttons in every little line. And how many cucumbers have you got to do?
Look, I did this.
4, so you need a green one for a cucumber, don't you?
I finished
Yeah,
mine.
you've only done 4 oranges, look. Quick, do another orange. And not everything's orange, is it? All the peas are green. Let's see what Hayley's drawn. Well, it said you've got to draw 6 oranges, but she's only done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oranges. Well, that might be the other one underneath there. But she's drawn 4 cucumbers, and it says you've got to draw 4. And peas, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peas, and the book said you had to draw 9. There's 3 cabbages. They're very good cabbages, aren't they? But she hasn't drawn any plums. Well, the book says you have to draw 8, but she hasn't drawn any. Well, never mind. Whoosh! That's right. We call this the countdown. Shall we do that again? You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoosh! Till you point, and if you two count how many oranges we've got there, okay? All right, so you point, and we'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 oranges. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to stand you round the front here. If you come and stand round the front of the oranges. There you are. 1, 2, and 3. That's great. Turn around and face this way. Face me. Face me. Now then, Hayley, this is your box. Ruth, this is your box. You stay there for the minute. And Peter, this is your box. That's lovely. Right, when I say go, you have to pick up an orange and put it on your box and come back and get another orange. And the first person with 3 oranges on their box is the winner. So face that way. Get your hands up. Put your hands up in the air. On your marks. Get set. Go! Pick up an orange, Ruth. Quick. That's 1. Oh, quick, come back and get another one. Quick. Oh, and we've got a winner. Oh, I think we've got a winner. Absolutely phenomenal. Yes, we have got a winner. And I think the winner was Hayley. So if you come round here. So Hayley was first. I think Peter was second and Ruth was third. All right.
I got 3.
That's right. But where did you come?
I got 3. From second.
You came second because Hayley did it before you and she came first. You came first. And where did Ruth come?
Third.
Third. You came third. And how many oranges have you got on yours now, Ruth?
3.
3. I think it's about time we gave the prizes away. And we'll do it like they do, in reverse order. That's backwards. In third place, she wins an orange. Ruth wins an orange. In second place, who gets the orange? Peter gets the orange in second place. And the winner wins this remarkable orange. Hayley. Let's give Hayley a clap. Yeah. Here's a song with a 6 in it. It's about a pie and some blackbirds, and be careful, otherwise you could get your nose pecked off. Sing a song, a 6pence, a pocket full of rhyme, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Now wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Are your shoes blackbirds? They can be blackbirds if you like. The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlour, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. When down came a blackbird and pecked off her nose. Pecked off her nose, and it pecked off your nose, and it pecked off your nose. And we'll give your nose to Peter, and we'll give a coffee nose there to you, Ruth. And Ruth, you can give your nose as to Hayley. All right. What about my nose? Who's that? Okay, how many numbers are on this board here?
10.
10. Shall we count them to see if you're right? Shall we?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So that means there must be 10.
I said that.
You did? Well, you were right then if you said 10. How many buttons are there on there? Do you know?
1, 10.
There are 10. All right, well, let's count them and see if you're right.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there were 10. OK, Ruth, you're 3. Where are 3 teddy bears up there? Can you tell me? They're up here, just here. And how many frogs?
1.
Just 1 frog, that's right. But listen, there are only 10 numbers up there, aren't there? But there are lots more numbers. Come over here and I'll show you some more numbers. Come this way. So if we come over here, on this one, there are lots more numbers, aren't there? If we count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, they were all the numbers that were on that other board. But if we carry on counting, you'll get all the way up to 100.
I count to 100.
Yes, I'm sure you can. Right, are you ready for a story? That's good, because this is the story of Snow White and the 7 dwarves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope you like it. I hope you like it too. Once upon a time, on a cold winter's day, as the snowflakes were falling softly, a queen sat sewing by her window. As she sewed, the queen pricked her finger. The red of the blood against the white of the snow and the black wood of the window frame looked so beautiful that she thought, oh, how I wish I could have a child as white as snow, as red as blood and as black as ebony. Now it happened that some time afterwards the queen did have a baby daughter whose skin was as white as snow, whose cheeks were bright red and whose hair was as black as ebony. And she called her little girl, do you know what she called her? Snow White. Unfortunately, soon after her child was born, the queen died. A year later, the king married again. The new queen was very beautiful, but very vain. She could not bear to think that anyone else might be more beautiful. The queen had a magic mirror. Often she would look into it and say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always replied, "You, O queen, are the fairest of all." The queen would smile because she knew that the magic mirror spoke the truth. Meanwhile, Snow White was growing from a baby into a lovely little girl. By the time she was 7, she was even more beautiful than the queen. So it happened that one day when the queen asked the mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" it replied, "Snow White is now the fairest of all." When the queen heard these words, she stamped her foot. Each day, as she watched Snow White, the queen became more angry and jealous. Can you pull an angry face? Is that an angry face? Can you pull an angry face? Oh, can you? Is that an angry face? Oh, that is. Oh, she was really, really angry. Then the queen called one day for the huntsman and to take Snow White deep into the forest because she never wanted to see her again. The huntsman knew that the queen wanted to kill Snow White, but he loved the little princess and could not do such a terrible thing. "Run away into the forest," he said, "and never come back again." When Snow White ran off into the great dark forest by herself, she was terrified. She was scared. Can you do scared, Peter?
I'm scared.
That's right. She ran as far as she could until she came to a cottage by the side of the mountain. She knocked on the door, but there was no answer. So she went inside. Everything inside the cottage was very small and neat and clean. The table was laid with 7 little plates, 7 little knives.
Drinks.
And how many drinks?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 drinks. And how many chairs were round the table?
That's why I took my own chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And one more. 7. 7, that's right. That one's tucked away there. You can hardly see that. Snow White was both hungry and thirsty, but she did not want to take anyone's supper. So she ate a little of the food from each plate and drank a little wine from each glass. Then Snow White was so tired that she lay down on one of the beds and fell fast asleep. Now, the cottage belonged to 7 dwarves. And when it became dark, they returned home. Where was Snow White?
In the cottage.
She was in the dwarves' cottage. How many dwarves were there, do you know?
1.
7. Ruth was white. There were 7, yes. Can you show me 7?
Why was there 7?
Show me 7 on your fingers. How many 7? Go on, push my fingers down to make 7. Push my fingers down. Which ones would go down? That one, yes. That means there's 9. Put those ones down. So we can do it like that. Look, because there's... Count how many fingers there are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. 8? I can't see 8 there. I can see 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
8.
6, 7. Oh, this would be 8. That would be 9, and that would be 10. But that is 7. Okay? 7 dwarves. They had spent all day in the mountains digging for gold. As they entered their cottage, each one lit a candle. They could see that someone had been there. The first dwarf cried, "Who has been sitting on my chair?" And the second one asked, "Who has been eating from my plate?" The third one asked, "Who has been eating my bread?" The fourth one asked, "Who has been drinking out of my glass?" The fifth one asked, "Who has been using my knife?" And the sixth one asked, "Who has been using my fork?" Then the seventh one cried, "Look who's in my bed!" And they all came running to see. They lifted their candlesticks high as they stood around the bed, gazing at Snow White. They said, "Who are you, and why are you here?" "My name is Snow White, and I'm hiding from my wicked stepmother, who wants to kill me." When the dwarves heard this sad story, they were very upset. The eldest one told her, "If you will look after us, keep our house clean and tidy, cook and wash and mend for us, you can live here with us, and we shall take good care of you." "Oh, you are kind," replied Snow White. "I shall be happy to do that." However, before they left the house, the dwarves gave Snow White a warning. "Be sure to let no one into the house while we are away." She was very happy living with the dwarves. Every morning they went off to the mountains to dig for gold. Every evening they returned home. She had supper ready for them, and the house was neat and clean. Meanwhile, the Queen went to the magic mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" She could not believe her ears when she heard, "Snow White is still the fairest of them all." The Queen was very, very angry. The Queen began to plan how she might kill Snow White. First, she prepared a comb, which was poisoned. Next, she disguised herself as a different peddler woman and filled her basket with things to sell. She came to the dwarf's cottage by the side of the mountain and knocked on the door. Snow White put her head out of the window. "I cannot let you come in," she said. "I have promised the dwarves not to open the door." "Never mind. Just look at this pretty comb." It was so pretty that Snow White opened the door. The old woman said, "You must let me comb your hair properly for you." The Queen then stuck the comb sharply into Snow White's head so that the poison went into her blood. Immediately she fell to the floor. Soon the 7 dwarves came home. They found the poisoned comb and pulled it out. Snow White told them what had happened. They begged her never to let anyone into the cottage while they were out. Meanwhile, the Queen had removed her disguise and stood before the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Just as before, the mirror replied, Snow White is still the fairest of them all. At these words, the Queen stamped her feet and beat on the looking-glass. Snow White must die, she shouted. Nasty piece of work. The Queen took a lovely apple, which had one green side and one rosy side. Then she put poison into the red side of the apple, while leaving the green side free of poison. Well, look what she's done. She's got an apple that's green on one side and red on the other side. And she's only poisoned the red side, the rosy red side. So when she's cut the apple in half to convince Snow White that it's not poisoned, she gave Snow White the poison.
And that's not poison.
And that bit isn't poisoned. This time the Queen filled her basket with apples and dressed up as a farmer's wife. She made her way to the dwarf's cottage and knocked on the door. I cannot open the door to anyone, called Snow White through the window. I only want to give you one of my lovely apples, said the farmer's wife. I must not take it, replied Snow White, shaking her head. The farmer's wife laughed. Are you afraid that it is poisoned? Look, I'll cut into it, and we shall each have half. When Snow White saw the woman happily eating one half of the apple, she took the rosy half of the apple and bit into it. No sooner had she done so than she fell down dead. The Queen laughed a horrible laugh and cried, This time the dwarves won't be able to wake you up. Then the Queen returned to her palace. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? At long last it answered, You, O Queen, are the fairest of all. So the jealous Queen finally was happy. Show me happy faces. Well, Snow White's dead, isn't she? When the dwarves returned home in the evening, there lay Snow White on the floor, no longer breathing. The dwarves were heartbroken. They stood around her and wept, saying, Our beautiful Snow White is dead. Oh, they were ever so upset. They made a glass coffin so that they could still see her and carried Snow White to the top of the mountain. Snow White laid there as if she were only sleeping. One day it happened that a handsome prince came to the top of the mountain. He fell in love with Snow White at once. Please let me take Snow White back to the palace. I cannot live without her, he said. So the dwarves took pity on the prince and said yes. As the prince's servants were carrying the coffin down the mountainside, they stumbled, and the piece of apple which had stuck in Snow White's throat came out. She opened her eyes. Where am I? She cried in surprise. The prince and the 7 dwarves were so happy to see her alive. Will you marry me? Said the prince. And Snow White smiled and said yes. She said goodbye to the dwarves, who had been so kind to her and had loved her so much. Don't be sad, said Snow White. You can come to the palace whenever you like, and I promise to visit you too. A magnificent wedding feast was arranged for Snow White and the prince, and it happened that Snow White's stepmother was invited. When the Queen was ready for the wedding, she stood before her mirror and asked, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? The mirror replied, Snow White is now the fairest of them all. When the Queen saw Snow White, she was so angry that she fell down and died. And so Snow White married the prince, and they lived happily ever after. That was a really good story. Did you enjoy it? Yes. Did you enjoy it too? Well, it's funny because we know a song about the number 7. Shall we sing it? 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Should we eat them up? Yum, 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 yum. Oh, this is a good one. 10 Little Indians. Why don't you sing it with us? There were 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys. That was a good one. Did you like that? Well, don't forget, you can sing them all again if you want to, because they're all in this book. As we've all worked so hard at learning our numbers today, I hope you've worked hard too, I'm sure you have, we're going to have a treat. We're going to have a party. Would you like a party?
Yes!
That's terrific. Ruth, could you go and get some cups for me, please?
I will.
That's all right. And what else do we need, Peter?
Plates.
Plates.
I can get plates.
OK, you get the plates. And what else do we need, Hayley? Spoons? We need some spoons. You go and get some spoons.
Here's plates.
There's the plates. How many plates do we need?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4 plates. That's right. And Ruth has got 1, 2, 3, 4. What else do we need, do you think? Is that it? Look at that. And what shape is the cake?
A clown.
A clown's face. Now, I hope this tastes nice. There's clowns on the cups as well. That's right. Now, Ruth, do you think you can blow the candles out? Do you think you can?
I will as well.
There you go. Blow harder. Oh, should we help her? Oh, that. Oh, that's lovely. Now, I think this one's here. Do you want to blow that for me, Ruth? Ruth, do you want to blow that for me? See what happens.
It makes me cough.
Oh, blow hard. I'll put that on. I wished that we could put numbers on the magic doors. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll number all the magic doors and then we'll know exactly how many magic doors we've got. OK, come on then, let's put the magic numbers on the door. Right, Peter, could you open door number 1 then? And Ruth, could you open door number 2? And I think Hayley can open door number 4. Peter, can you open door number 6, please? And I think Ruth can open door number 8. Now remember, you can come back whenever you like to practice your numbers with us. Why don't you make a badge like this? You just need a paper party plate. What does it say? Yes, I can count to 10. Numbers can be fun, so let's start with number 1. When I'm on my own, I sing the song of number 1. When I say I love you, well, it means there must be 2. Cuddle up with me and sing the song of number 2. With 3 balls, I can be a juggler. Up, up, up. Catch, catch, catch. Someone's at the door, it's that funny number 4. Come on in and join us in the song of number 4. Add up a little sum, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. It comes as no surprise now I can count to number 5. 6 cream buns, plenty for a picnic. Yum, yum, yum! 6 cream buns. 7 ships are sailing on the sea. 8 little blackbirds singing up a tree. Someone's feeling fine, it's that happy number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm feeling fine. Numbers can be friends, and there's lots more of them. But I think I'll finish on the song of number 10. I think I've had enough for now, 'cause I can count to 10.
1, 2,